mechanisms. They are a part of your daily life without even you noticing. It's only because I did that video yesterday, I went off tangent like I usually do, that I realized how much they mean, how important they are, how valuable they are, and how much they truly mean to you. I only realized that even YouTube became a mechanism to me. Thinking about video ideas, recording, editing, it just became an habit. It wasn't just something I wanted to do, it became a mechanism. A mechanism. Why am I saying that? Because at first I had no expectations of video making. I didn't expect views, subscribers, commentary, comments in general. But I was overwhelmed. The system was against me. Might sound crazy, but even getting a few views, like just getting 30 views off of that first video was amazing to me. I didn't think I could do that. It felt like I cheated the system. How can I get this with just one video? But I just realized at that point, after making 3 to 4 videos, that it was becoming an habit to be video making, video editing, because I was so overwhelmed by that feeling of, getting views, getting subscribers, people enjoying it, people liking, that I became addicted to it without even me noticing. I just wanted to do more, 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 more. Always just sucking up my time into this one thing because it made me doze off. Same goes for smoking. I used to smoke weed every day, and when I ran out of weed, I was so pissed. Like, I just want to smoke weed right now. I wish I had more. I wish I didn't smoke this much. I just wish I could do this better. But it goes along with every mechanism you have. I wish I could do my videos better. I wish I could bike, more accurately so I wouldn't fall off. I wish I could do my work more properly so people don't harass me over inconveniences. I wish I could get better grades at school so my parents stop haggling me, taking away the things I like doing. I wish I could read faster because it just ends up sucking so much time. All the habits you create to yourself are a mechanism. They all are. You may not realize it, but they are very, very valuable. And I talked about the system earlier because it's intricately related or linked to it. Because the system wants you to be that way. It doesn't want you to try new things. Because that's what makes you feel happy. After I did that first video, I wasn't happy because of the views, because people were watching it, commenting and shit. I was just happy that I've done it. Finally, I stopped just dreaming about making videos. I did it. Finally. I was just so happy because I did it. I finished it. It didn't go up to my expectations of what would have, the end product was, but I did it. That's what matters. And I talked about something that I normally wouldn't talk about. Something very deep. Something I don't talk about on a daily basis. Because I really love talking about pretty much anything. But some of those things I don't really like talking about openly. Because it would tell a lot about me without me even having to say it. Just talking about my character and the way I move tells more, in between the lines than I would like to. So I don't. I just avoid these subjects. At work, I was talking about Kanye West because I don't know. I just ended up talking about it. So my coworker started talking about how he's a wrong person and shit, and I just didn't want to share my own perspective, my own opinion, because I didn't want to be regarded as a bad person who supports bad behavior. Purely for this reason. Just because of the way this person might see me, might tell others that I'm this way, so I avoid these subjects. I didn't go into it, I didn't dive into it, even if I wanted to, because I have to abstain myself. And that, in of itself, is a mechanism of my own. That's self defense. Protecting my own life, my own privacy, my identity. But it doesn't really mean a lot. If I just kept on talking, I mean, he would have gotten my opinion. Maybe I would have changed his own opinion. Maybe mine would have changed. But I just avoided it. Because that's my mechanism. I'm pretty sure most people have the same mechanism. I'm just saying it's my own. Because I created that for myself. It doesn't stem from anything else than me. It doesn't come from music, gaming, and any other habit. It's just by talking, communication. But you have to break free from those mechanisms. So you can be happier with your life. You can enjoy everything you do. Because when you set that habit in, you start getting expectations. After a week or two, I wasn't getting nearly the same amount of views, so I wasn't getting mad. I was getting jealous of people doing better than me. Even though at the very beginning I had no expectations. Because I started not expecting anything, I got something out of it, and then I expected, more. I expect just more, even though I put less effort into it. That first video I took 4 or 5 hours just doing it. I mean, the editing, not even the recording, because I did 2 recordings. I searched for an editing program, so it rounds out to about 6 hours. Now, my videos, I take 2 hours at most, I'd say. Recording, then doing the editing, looking for a thumbnail, thinking about a title. But most of the times, even thinking about the title isn't that hard. Like this video, I'm just gonna name it Mechanisms. Because I thought about it yesterday, and I thought, damn, that's a really good subject, and I shouldn't really dive into it right now. But editing this part out, I would have felt shame. Because I'm just hiding a portion of it to keep it for tomorrow. So I should just do what I think is right. But breaking the cycle is very valuable. Switching things up is always really good for you. I've been using the public bus for the past years, using my bike to move around or walking. But now I've thought about skating because it's less energy consuming than biking. And I actually applied to start my driver's license because since that time I hung out with my friend from pretty far away, I realized how valuable owning a car is. I just thought it was this meaningless asset that didn't give you really anything. Just sucks up money. Money is time. But if I had a vehicle, I could go anywhere, anytime. I don't have to look at the app on my phone. Okay, what time does the bus come on? Come on. Okay, in 30 minutes. So I have 30 minutes to, jerk off or do anything. So I'm not even productive. I'm just waiting. I'm doing fuck all just so that I can finally get onto the bus that takes longer than having a car. So you've wasted pretty much, let's say the time you spent on the bus is the same as the time you spent in your car driving to the place. Let's just assume that you just wasted 30 minutes. 30 minutes into something not even productive. Sometimes when I'm waiting for the bus, I just want to bust out my phone, start writing about the next video I want to make, but I don't even do that. Because I just think of it as it will become an habit. I'm just gonna do that every day. It's not that fun. I'm not even gonna look through my phone before I start recording a video. Because I don't. When I start doing a video, I just look at my notes. I write my notes at work or at home. And I have plenty of them. I have so many, I just can't bother to look through all these notes and look through my phone notes. Because I do have some of them. Because, when I was going to the gym, I don't just bring my text, my notebook to just write some ideas when I'm hitting some sets. No, I just bust out my phone, write it down, and forget it. Even thinking about making videos was becoming a habit. I wasn't just thinking about what could be a great subject that I could I could talk about and, maybe change opinions online or just, give mine. I was just thinking about what I could do. And what I should do is not just list down as many ideas as I can. It's getting one idea and constructing something over it. Because my videos aren't structured whatsoever. It's just me speaking into the mic. Editing the void. When I burp. When I make a fucking weird noise. Like, most of times I get a super fucking good idea. And I just can't be bothered to write around it. Sometimes I write a few sentences. And I'm done with it. I'm just gonna think about it on the fly. But yesterday I got another idea for a video, and I didn't want to write about it. I got the idea, I'm writing it down. But I'm gonna forget what I was thinking about around the subject. So I'm gonna have to rethink everything before even starting to record. And that's not a good habit. That's a terrible one. Because I just keep staying unstructured. And that's one of the few things I've learned during college. Even though I was good in English, my teacher was getting mad at me during orals. Just because, I'm not going to finish that sentence. But she was mad because I had no structure. I knew my subject. I could speak about it very clearly. I could get 100% very easily, just putting a little amount of effort. But I didn't prepare myself. I just expected, I'm better than average in my class, so I'm just gonna pull to the class, have my subject, thinking about it for like 1 to 5 minutes before doing the oral test, and I'm gonna be good. She gave me fucking 30% at one time. I was stoked. Because the girl that, passed after me, or before me, I don't quite remember, well, she was speaking a fucking broken ass English, French words every 2 words, or every after every English word. It was not an oral, an English oral. It was pretty much a Franglish oral. But she passed. She got like 80. Just because she had a structure. She knew what she was talking about. I mean, I kind of knew what I was talking about, but I had no structure. I was just talking about it in random ways. Just talking about every subject that was requested, not in order. But even if I know a structure is essential, I'm still not using it. Why? Because I have to break the habit. This is not a good habit, so I have to break this mechanism. And it's only with having this mechanism's ideology in the back of my head that I can realize, damn, I could do so much things better. But just because I got this habit that's not even good, that I think works, I mean, it is going to work, but for how long? Until where? That's why I had to break that habit of, yeah, I'm just gonna use the bus because it's cheaper than having a car. Just gonna keep walking because, walking is good for your health. I can walk, run, do some rope hopping, and use just my time walking better. But I'm not, because I also thought about back then, the ecology, the biosystem, how having a car afflicts the nature and such, our biodiversity. But if they still keep producing gas cars, it means it's not very influential. It's only by challenging that past ideologies that I realized, damn, I was being stupid. I thought I was, interesting, I was thoughtful for our planet, but actually I wasn't. I wasn't thoughtful for myself. I was thoughtful for others, for other people, for my upcoming children that might not even be. And it's only one car throughout the seas of cars. Like, is it even actually influential at this point? No. One more, one less. It's not gonna really change anything. And I had this mentality back then too, because I was just looking at veganism and I thought this shit was stupid. Why should I stop eating meat? Just because animals might die less, when I know for a fact they're still gonna die and they will just get thrown away because they produce too much. They're not gonna stop producing as much. They're just gonna keep going, maybe even producing more, because they still generate a revenue, because it was sold to a supermarket that couldn't sell it. It's not the meat business that's getting, inflicted in this situation. It's the supermarket. It's not the farmer's job that the supermarket couldn't sell it. It's the supermarket owners. So break the loop, or else you will be stuck in a cycle of deprivation, desperation, and depression. Break the cycle, free yourself, and be truly happy and deserve it.